What's up, Team PlexiFit? I want to make a training video for you guys because we have so many new ambassadors that have joined us this year, but especially these last few months. So I'm always sharing training videos from other people, other jewel leaders in our company, diamonds, people that know what they're talking about. But I want to share a training video with you that's from my heart because as your leader, I want you to know how passionate I am about this business. I want to tell you in my own voice, in my own words, what I do every day to grow this business and to reach out to new people. So what I want you to do is, if you joined since January of this year, you probably have this amazing welcome kit here. This is mine. I joined in December of 2013, and we got another one at that time, which was not anywhere as cool as this one is. It was okay, it had some good stuff in it, but this is like a business in a box. It's the bomb. So if you did not get this one yet, it's available in your back office and you should totally order one. But if you joined since January, or if you got to go to Super Saturday this year, you should have one. If you got it and then you put it on a shelf and you never did anything else with it, go get it right now. It's amazing, you guys. I'm not even joking. It's pretty, it's cool, it's got all the information in it that you need. So I'm gonna go over the contents of this with you today, but I'm mainly gonna spend time on this awesome little quick start guide, which has everything you need to know to start your business. So the resources included here are this awesome manual, the Let's Get You Started. It goes more in depth to the same things that this quick start guide has. So once you've completed the quick start and you're ready to really jump in, then you want to visit this. Every question that you could have is addressed here, but it's going to take you a little bit of time to go through it. So I encourage you to start with quick start. You also have an opportunity brochure that is really handy to use when you're meeting with people, especially when you're new and you maybe don't have all the answers. This thing has information about our company. It has pictures of jewel ambassadors. And I love that it's not just some random models. It's actually people that love Plexus that have been successful with this business. It has company history and growth. It has a little bit of product information. It tells you what makes us different versus other network marketing companies. And I promise you, there's a lot. I never wanted to be in network marketing because I didn't want to be one of those people. But when I fell in love with these products, I could not help but share that with people. And now that I know how our company operates, the kind of integrity that they have, the fact that we don't have to stock inventory, we don't have to have parties, all those kinds of things that I associated with network marketing, that's what makes this company different. You have your website, people come and order, they do the shipping, you don't have to turn your garage into like a Plexus store and stock a million pink drinks just to make your money back. It's legit, you guys. Our company is so different from other network marketing companies. It has the ways that you get paid, which there are actually 11 ways to get paid. This highlights the top 7. And then tells you what happens next. So this is something that you can literally walk through the opportunity with someone. Even if you don't know anything about it, you could sit down and read it together and get excited about what this opportunity offers. So that there are several of these in the box. I recommend keeping at least one. Don't give them all away. You can see I've been greedy and I haven't given any of mine away. I have used it many times though. And then Learn to Earn is a little booklet with our compensation plan. It goes over all the details of how we get paid, and it's pretty, what's the word? It's kind of complicated, to be perfectly honest, in the beginning. I read it and was like, okay. But when I started getting paychecks, that's when it started to make sense. So don't waste a whole bunch of time trying to figure out where it all comes from unless you're just like a big numbers person. That's going to be fun for you. Just know that when you get new customers, you make a percentage. When you get new ambassadors, you make a bonus, and then you get points on that too. Once you have both of those things and you get a check, look at it and you'll figure it out. And if you don't, shoot me a message, talk to your upline, get out the little chart that's in your back office or this book, and you'll be able to figure it out. I could do a whole video just on the comp plan because it is pretty amazing, but it's not something to get hung up on. Just get excited that the more you share the products, the more money you're gonna make. So back to the quick start guide. This is 10 steps for a strong start, and if you will complete these and then take action, you'll have started your business. So the very first one in here is to be a product of the product. So when you joined, you hopefully ordered a welcome pack. That's how you got this, and you got a below wholesale discount on your products, which is a great way to try other products, especially if you started it as a customer and you know what you want, but maybe you want to get a few extra things when you join. So I always encourage people to go in with the biggest welcome pack that they can. They're either $99 or $199. Even if you're just buying double of the products that you know you already like, you're never going to get that price again. So you might as well get extra if you can afford to do it at that time. And if you didn't, that's okay too. But you want to be a product of the product. So whatever you're taking, you want to take it consistently so that you know how you feel and you can share that with others. I use these little pill boxes for my kids. For myself, I keep the things I take at bedtime by my bedside. I do my pink drink first thing in the morning. I use a Plexus shaker cup for it. Whatever system works for you. I know a lot of people put reminders in their phones. If you eat lunch and dinner at the same time every day and you're using Block, which you should use Block because it's awesome, set a reminder. If you know you're going to eat around noon, set a reminder at 11 or 11:30. Don't forget to take Block. That way, whenever it's time to eat, it's in your head and you're going to grab it before you eat. If you're trying to take your bio cleanse as instructed on the bottle, it says up to 2 between meals. I personally take mine at night, but if you want to take it that way, some people think it helps them feel full longer. So set a reminder. You know, if you eat at 8 a.m., then maybe set a reminder in your phone at 10 a.m. to take a bio cleanse. So whatever works for you, but you want to be consistent. You want to take it at the same time of day just to see how you're feeling. Now, there's some variety in there in how you take things because people respond differently. I know some people have to do half a pink drink, or they have to take it with food or at lunch or that kind of thing. For me, I've always been able to take a whole pink drink on an empty stomach first thing in the morning and I'm great. But if for some reason that is not working for you, find the way that it does work. I like to take my ProBio 5 with food when I can because it has digestive enzymes and I feel like that helps me digest my food better. So I try to take it that way. I also try to take my Mega X along with my ProBio 5 because there's some research that omegas and probiotics have kind of a relationship where they work better together. So I do a ProBio 5 in the morning with my breakfast and a Mega X, and then I do a ProBio 5 at bedtime with my Mega X for that relaxation, and I take another ProBio 5 at lunch. So that's just what works for me, but I've been taking these products for 2.5 years, and that has been kind of a process of fine-tuning when I take what. So find the balance that works for you. I promise there's a way that you can remember it and be consistent that will work well for you. So figure out what that is. Like I said, I use these for my kids AM and PM. They do Mega X and ProBio first thing in the morning, and they do Mega X ProBio and Bio Cleanse at bedtime, and that's it. And my kids are older, they can swallow pills, but anyway. The next step, after you're a product of the product, you figured out how it works best for you, you've asked questions, you're being consistent with that. Get to know your Ambassador Success Kit, which is what this bad boy is. So go through all of the contents that I kind of lined out for you. Familiarize yourself with it, figure out how you're going to use them. 3, state your why. This is where we get deep, okay? Your why is not just, I want to feel better or I want to make a few dollars. It's deeper than that, okay? So the reason that you started doing Plexus may be very different from the reason that you're doing the business, or your why may evolve over time. So let me just give you an example. When I started doing Plexus, my why was I wanted to feel better. I was tired all the time. I needed some energy. And I joined as an ambassador because I wanted the best price on my products because I love a good deal. So I did that. Then my friend Jordan that I signed up under was smart and told me, oh, you can earn enough money to pay for your products if you just get a few customers or a few ambassadors. Well, ding, why wouldn't I do that? So I immediately, from the time I joined to the time I got that information from her, like the next day, my why changed. So then my why became, okay, the products, it's I need energy and I want to feel better. For the business, it's I need to earn enough money to pay for my products. Because if the only better thing than getting the wholesale price is getting it free, am I right? So my why became to get my products paid for. Well, then as I used the products for longer and my health was transforming, I felt better. I wasn't having night sweats because my hormones were balancing out. My blood sugar was balanced, had energy all day, didn't have to drink coffee 24/7. All those kinds of things. Oh, and my mood. Can we even talk about that? My husband will be the one to back me up that I was just a way happier person. So when all that's happening, then my why became, let me share these products with other people so they can feel great too. Well, while that was happening, and I'm telling people my paychecks are getting bigger. So as my paychecks get bigger, I see the vision of the business and what it can do for not just my current situation, paying for my products, making a little extra money. I'm seeing that it can be the car fund for my kids. It can be college. It can be us paying off debt. It can be us owning our dream home, traveling, retiring early, my husband having options in his career, all those sorts of things. So then the why became huge. That is the kind of why that powers you through the difficult days, the no's, all those sorts of things, which at this point, no's aren't even difficult anymore, you guys. If you get worried about somebody telling you no over Plexus, well, let me tell you, you'll get over it. Because whenever you have belief in the products, like I do, I know what they do. I know that they work. They work for me. They work for thousands of people. They have transformed people that I love. I believe in it. I know it works. So whatever somebody tells me, well, it didn't work for them. Well, they didn't take it consistently, or they didn't drink their water, or they just weren't ready to commit to something, whatever. It wasn't the products. I know that. The business is giving me the kind of opportunity that I know what it can do. I know this opportunity works. When somebody tells me, oh, I tried network marketing, but it didn't work. You didn't try Plexus. So that's what your why is. It's something that is important enough to you that you believe in so much that it's going to carry you through those hard times all the way to diamond. I am super focused right now on getting to emerald because I'm senior ruby, and that's the next step. That's going to get me a huge jump in pay. It's going to get me the free Lexus. It's going to get me all those perks, the trip to Kona, Hawaii annually. So that's my short-term goal right now, and it's been my long-term goal through this entire business, 2.5, almost 3 years. The minute I get to emerald, the dream is diamond. It's sapphire and diamond and beyond, because the opportunity with this company is unreal, you guys. I mean, there is no cap to it. You can continue to grow and develop. You can get all the way to diamond, and then you can start over under yourself. It's pretty amazing. So that's the kind of why that powers you through hard times, that makes you committed to succeeding and carrying it on through. So the next thing, number 4 on our 10 steps, is set your business goals, which I kind of started getting into because I got so fired up about my why. But you want to set goals that are time sensitive and specific enough that you can measure whether or not you've hit them. Now, if you don't hit them, that's okay, because the time is what changes, not the goal itself. So you want to have a goal for the next 30 days, the next 60 days, the next 90 days. I'll give you some examples. If you're not yet a silver ambassador, that's your goal right now. Your goal is to become a silver ambassador, to add 3 ambassadors under you who have 100 PV or welcome pack and their auto qualification turned on. If you don't know what that means, message me or your upline and we'll explain that to you. And I keep saying upline, that's your sponsor, the person that brought you into Plexus. But we can explain all the ins and outs of that. But you want to get those 3 people under you for a few reasons. Number 1, if you haven't yet done it, you're going to get a $100 bonus when that happens. Number 2, that's how this business works. You get 3 people, you help those 3 people get 3 people, so on and so forth. That goes on forever. If you take that down 4 or 5 levels and you're duplicating that same process, then you're going to be emerald, okay? Not every person that you join is going to catch the vision and turn around and get their 3, but you're going to try to help everybody do that. Even if somebody doesn't want to work the business, they just want to join for the discount, when you explain that they can earn enough to get their products for free, most people are interested in at least trying. So, and then the the other thing is that, you have so many contacts. We all have a network when we come into this business. I've been pretty successful because I have a large network. There are others that have been way more successful more quickly than I have because they have an even larger network than that. And then there are some of you that came in with a very small circle. You didn't know very many people when you started Plexus, or you just moved to a new place and lost connection with your other friends or whatever. It's more challenging for you. But here's the magic. You don't have to know a million people to be successful in this business. You just have to find some people who have a large circle. So you want to seek out people to do this business that have influence, that are positive people that others are drawn to. And you want to tell them that's why you want them in your business. Everybody loves a compliment. So if you call somebody up or send them a Facebook message and say, hey, I'm sure you've seen my Plexus posts. I love these products and the business is a really great opportunity. I think you would absolutely kill it because you have a great personality. You already have an amazing social media presence and people love to be with you. Can we visit about this business? Something very simple like that. You're complimenting them. So even if they're like, oh my gosh, I would never do Plexus, which hello, you're missing out, then you've told them something positive. So they're going to walk away from that feeling good about themselves and maybe they'll think about it, okay? So you want to set those goals. Now, of course, I said you want to get to silver. If you're already silver, you want to get to gold. There are stages that you want to accomplish within this business, but your goal doesn't have to be results based. It could be how many people you're going to reach out to. You can set a goal to talk to 10 people every week or to message 100 people over the next 30 days. Whatever your goal is. Maybe it's to talk to 2 people every week. Wherever you are, whatever you feel like is going to be something that you can do, but that's also going to stretch you, you want to set that goal. Okay, so let's move on. I could talk about goals all day too. You can find I could talk about a lot of things all day. So number 5, connect with your sponsor or upline. So you just joined, you wanted to get the best price on your products. You haven't talked a whole lot with your sponsor about the business, but now you're thinking, okay, hold up. That chick said I could make how much money? But you want to do it now. So you reach out to your sponsor, let them know, hey, I'm going over my welcome kit or my starter kit. I kind of want to do this. Can we chat? If your sponsor is not working the business, they just are doing the wholesale thing and you signed up because they're your bestie and they're the only person you knew that was doing Plexus, but you want to work this business, go up a level. Ask your sponsor who their sponsor is, or you can log into your back office. There's a little box that has some details about your account, and one of them, the little tab says sponsor info, I believe. If you click on that, it'll show you 3 levels up. So like if I look in mine, my sponsor is Jordan Reynolds, who's an emerald. And then above her is my friend Susie McCall, which those 2 ladies are the reason I'm on this team. Because I saw, okay, well, it's both of them. I know who they are. They're fitness instructors. Susie's health-minded. Jordan, is my friend. So I joined to be under those ladies. Well, now Susie's a diamond. Jordan's emerald. So if Jordan was not working the business, I could call Susie and say, hey, I want to do this, but Jordan doesn't. What do I do now? Anyway, I kind of got off on a tangent there, but it's pretty awesome when your uplines are all leaders. And then above Susie is Danielle, who's also an Emerald Ambassador. So you are on an amazing team with a lot of resources, and I guarantee you that anybody in that line would help you, myself included. And then whoever is under me that you joined under, they probably want to be a part of this, but if for some reason they don't, they just want to wholesale and that's it, then you hit up one of us and we're going to help you get started, okay? Make your Franks list. That's number 6. So a Franks list, if you've ever done network marketing, it's friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, kid connections, and then spouse connections or service connections if you are in any volunteer organizations, say you work with the Rotary Club or Boys and Girls Club, that kind of thing. Think about all the connections you have through each of those circles of influence. Write a list. You're not qualifying, you're not deciding who would be right and who wouldn't. You're just brainstorming names from all those people. And you just kind of want to, like, stream of consciousness, write this stuff out, because as you're putting down those names, that's going to spur you on to think of other people that are part of that circle in some way. So you're going to make that gigantic list. And then you're going to go through and you're going to circle a dream team, like the top 10 or 20 people out of that big list, which hopefully that list is 100 or 200 people. And like I said, not everyone on that list is going to be a fit, but you're going to make an effort to reach out to all of them just to tell them about it, because you don't know who they know that maybe is a fit. If somebody tells you, oh, I'm absolutely not interested in the products because I already have stuff that I use and I love and I don't want to do the business either, but they're polite, then you can always say, hey, I totally understand that. Do you have any friends that you think would benefit from these products or might be interested in the business? You never know who's going to give you a referral. So you still want to contact all those people, whether you think they're a fit or not. And I will tell you, you'll be surprised who's a fit, because people that look like they're super healthy and they're fit and they don't have any weight to lose, they struggle with health issues that you don't know about. And when you tell them about Plexus, you just never know who you're going to help. And then also somebody who's already really successful at a business and you're thinking, oh, well, they don't need the money. They are probably business savvy and they can see an opportunity coming, and maybe they're going to be interested. Or somebody who you think, well, they can't afford these products. Well, guess what? If you can't afford these products, then you need the business more than anybody else does. So make the list and then do the reach out. Don't worry about what you think about how good they're going to be at, fit for the products or the business. Just reach out. But like I was saying, you circle that top 10 or 20 people that you're going to call your dream team. Those are the people that you want for the business. They're likable, they have a lot of friends, everybody listens to them. If they recommend a restaurant, the restaurant's on a wait for the next week. That's who you want to work this business with you, people of influence, okay? Moving right along, number 7, you want to set up 3 face-to-face gatherings. So these are in-person coffees if you can. If you do not live in the same city as your upline and you're not ready yet to do that, then consider doing a 3-way phone call or Zoom chat. Zoom is really easy to use. It's an app that you can download to your smartphone or your laptop or iPad. Then you will schedule a meeting and people can join in. It's just like a video conferencing kind of thing. You can have a lot of people on a free one. It's only an hour long that you can use it if you have the free version. You can pay to upgrade it and go longer than that, but it's a great way just to start out. You usually don't need more than an hour anyway. But so you can do those Zoom chats 3-way, and your upline or your sponsor can do all the talking until you feel like you know what to do. I've done these with some of you guys, and every time we've done one, the newest person on the call has said, oh my gosh, I learned so much. Now I feel like I can do that. So it's a confidence booster because you can see somebody else do it and then go, oh, okay, yeah, I can do that. So you don't have to know everything to have a coffee. Like I was saying, you take this with you. And then I didn't even talk about the cards, but there are these little cards in your Success Kit that talk about each and every one of the products. So you could literally do a presentation just based on this. Plexus body cream. On the front, it has pictures of the packaging and it has some verbiage here. Well, that same wording is on the back. So you can hold it up and read. Features powerful spirulina algae, rich blend of aloe barbadensis, blah, blah, blah. All this stuff. Now, of course, there could be things you can't pronounce. Luckily, I already knew spirulina algae, but it has all the ingredients, tells you some key features of the product. So even if it's something you haven't tried yet, you've got talking points on it here in your box. But let me just tell you, whether it's a 3-way coffee, a 3-way Zoom chat or an in-person coffee or whatever, people don't care about all your product knowledge unless they're ingredient nerds like me, and we're not the norm. Most people just want you to say what it tastes like, how much it costs, and what you feel like since you've been doing it. Like, they don't want all the details. You got to remember, most people are like drinking Gatorade and eating McDonald's drive-thru. So if you start telling them all the ingredients and that it's non-GMO and some of the products are vegan and they're all gluten-free and blah 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 blah, they don't care about that yet. Now, if you're talking to another health coach or an ingredient nerd like I am, then maybe you want to bring somebody in who gets all that to talk to them. But don't feel like you have to know everything or that you need to give them all the science behind it. They just want to know, am I going to feel great? Does it work? How much does it cost? Okay. So next, number 8 is set up your back office. So whenever you joined Plexus, you had to go to your sponsor's website and click Join Plexus and go through all those steps. Now that you did that, you have a website that's identical to what your sponsor had. So there's the public version of that you send to people and they shop there. And then there's your back office where it keeps all your reports. So I could do a whole other video about that, and I will. But basically you just need to learn how to get into it and where some of the key features are. There are some training videos. The first time you log in, it's going to tell you training module 1 or something to that effect. You would need to watch each of those videos. They're not long. I don't think that any of them are more than 5 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, but watch a few at a time if you can, or just watch one a day, whatever your time allows. Get in there and watch those videos, play around, click around, see what you can find, and then I'll do another video and kind of feature the highlights of what that back office contains. But what you're going to do there is look to see what your customers are buying. You're going to order your own products there. If you need to change your backup order, that can be done there, all those sorts of things. So it's a really important tracking tool as you get deeper into the business, and you need to be able to check in on your team and all that sort of stuff. But for right now, if you'll just watch those videos, that'll get you started. Number 9, explore the Plexus Learning Center. This is something that you can access through your back office. I think it's under library. Maybe it's tools and then library, one or the other. But you can access it that way. So if you're already in your back office, a couple of clicks and you're there. But there's also a website. It's plexuslearningcenter.com. And there are tons of resources there. There are training videos, there's product information, all kinds of stuff. So you could just sit down and read all of that and get a lot of product knowledge from it. Okay, number 10, get connected, stay connected. So this is all about events. You want to talk to your sponsor. Weekly, Plexus puts out opportunity calls that we can share via social media. They're pre-recorded and they're put on YouTube, but every Wednesday they release a new one. And that's something that you can listen to for encouragement, to learn more about the products. There's always a business testimony and a product testimony. So you'll learn from somebody about how they made the business work and what it's done for their lives, and then somebody who's gotten healthier or lost weight or both. And they're great. It's uplifting to hear that, and it's an awesome thing to be able to share with others so that they can hear what the products and the business are doing for people as well. There's always one in English and one in Spanish, which is fantastic for our Spanish-speaking team members. So in addition to those opportunity calls, corporate sponsors events, they do something right now. It's called the Opportunity of a Lifetime Tour, and they have a meeting. I think it's every month. There's one somewhere. We've already had it here in the Oklahoma City area several months ago. They've done some in Canada, but so corporate will send out emails and let you know where those are coming to. If there's one in your area, you need to go. They're awesome. It's kind of like seeing the bar set for operating a live event. I mean, I've done some live events. A lot of our uplines and jewel leaders in this area have done live events at community centers and churches, or even just a small one in your home. But seeing corporate put one on is kind of the standard, so you can see what that's supposed to look like. How many testimonies should you have? How long should they go? That kind of thing. So if you can get to one, go. We have Leaders Retreat coming up in October. The deadline to qualify for that was yesterday. And so if you didn't get to go this time, I encourage you next year, when that is a thing, to start really earning those points. We will have convention again next year. I believe the dates have already been announced, and it's right at the end of May into the first part of June. That happens every year about that same time. And that is an amazing event where you get tons of training. It's a great time to network with other leaders and just learn and grow. And it's a life-changing kind of event. So anytime there's an event around you, try to get to it. Even if it's just local events that other ambassadors are putting on, go to those. Hear other people's stories. See how they lead those events so that you can then turn around and do your own. And if you live somewhere where there really aren't a lot of events, or there aren't other ambassadors, then it's really important for you to get on those Zoom chats, to tune into the corporate calls, to be active in our team page, to get to know each other and learn from other people, but then to turn around and do events in your area. One of my sideline sisters, she's also under Jordan, Case and Cheney, went Senior Ruby yesterday, or day before yesterday, end of August, and she is in New York. And she is probably, well, she is going to be the first emerald in her part of the state. There are very few jewels in that area in general. I think there's, well, I don't know, but there aren't very many. But she'll definitely be the first one in her area because she didn't have any events to rely on. There's nobody in her area doing Plexus, so she started her own events. She started renting out her community center. I think she started doing things in her home first, but renting out a space, inviting people, encouraging people to try the products, and it has rapidly grown for her. So it could seem lonely to be doing that by yourself if you're in an area where there aren't any other Plexus people, but I promise you, if you will be bold and step out there and start telling others, you can create your own Plexus community where you are and see your business grow rapidly. So this video is way longer than I ever wanted it to be, so I'm going to stop. But I've given you kind of an overview over these resources that you have in your Success Kit. If you don't have one, I encourage you to get one. If it's sitting on a shelf and you've never cracked into it, I suggest you go grab it and dig into it. And then take those things that you've learned, put them into practice, because nobody becomes a jewel, an emerald or above, and nobody even becomes gold, you guys, without putting the work in, without reaching out to people, sharing the business, sharing the opportunity every chance you get. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it's informative for you. And if you have any questions whatsoever, please reach out to me or to your sponsor. Let's get you going in this business. Have a great day.